The rumble of the crane shakes the tent around this desert excavation site. This quarry exists in the desert, and yet outside of the sandstorm's radius. Whatever it is that protects the city from the sandstorm seemingly also protects this area. The quarry is so loud, and yet silence seems to be all around as we're searching for something. A woman with fiery red hair converses with an older, pale man with dark hair. The two share a laugh as they wait for this dig to be completed. After some time, a shout can be heard from the hole below. The two share an excited yet anxious look and begin making their way down into the quarry. Hello, and welcome back to Wanderful, a somewhat D&D podcast. I am your lovely DM, Tyler, and I am joined by my three goodest boys, Kyle, Matt, and Jeremy. Say hello, my three goodest boys, Kyle, Matt, and Jeremy.
I invested in a Dookie chain.
Hello, my three goodest boys.
Hello.
Jeremy.
What?
I've got a Dookie chain now. Check me out.
Like from Limp Bizkit?
Is that
Yeah,
what Dookie
no, kinda.
means?
Dookies Blink-182, right?
I think so.
That's what
I was just talking about
means,
Blink,
right?
but still, yeah, check this shit out. It's very thick. Nah, I'm just kidding. I've been
Very
had
cool.
this, and I'm pretty sure we're partners.
So this is a Karveth episode. We've been waiting
me.
for a Karveth episode.
That's
The
me.
fans are
at least I have
frothing
been.
at the mouth.
Oh my
They're
God.
throwing mailboxes and street signs into the street,
They're
but
punching
no
air.
longer.
I want you know I mean on a t-shirt. And this is the episode we're
Here-
going to get it.
This is what's interesting. Bon and Alandi have had so much shit going on. The fans are dying to know.
What the fuck is
Matt?
Karveth doing?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What's
even
going
is he?
on in Karveth's mind? What's Karveth thinking? How's he feeling about everything that's going on?
I think
We gotta know.
canonically, as you said, it's a Karveth episode. We get like a "Show me that smile again," and it's him like Nick at Night style, fixing up the apartment and like looking at a camera.
Just like the night.
Alandi and Bond's falling out has led to him living his best life.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Literally, he's on some home improvement and like self improvement shit. Like
He's befriended
straight
the neighbors with his
Robin
vines.
Thicke is just singing in the background as he's like putting plants up on the wall and like measuring things.
Oh my God.
He's got
It's
a
like
dog we don't know about now.
It's just different cuts of. It's just different cuts of Karveth, like playing different members of the
His
family.
plants.
And he's like,
and little Pumpy, the tiny dog that he adopted.
oh God, yeah. Karveth's got some stuff going on. Obviously, he's kind of just letting his brothers do, what they're doing, because I don't think he really could stop them anyway. But Karveth has taken it upon himself to figure out a way to get the ship, or not the ship, but the city back to Yonder.
Yep.
He's not really sure if it's some sort of like mechanism, if there's some sort of department. So he's going to be trying to figure out
The
how
department have turned
exactly.
the ship around.
Yeah, the department of I will turn this city around right the fuck now. So that's what Karveth's up to.
Sweet. Yeah. So everyone's going through it, and Karveth, as we've heard, has basically taken it upon himself to take action, since the other two are kind of just wallowing, if you will, sulking.
I'm brooding.
Little does he know,
I'm brooding. If we
they're
were
both
Alonzo's
Definitely
doing their
brooding.
own stuff, but definitely brooding. Lots of sulking, lots of whining.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Lots of fighting.
But yeah, so Karveth, you are planning on trying to figure out how it is that the ship flies, and Karveth, your only real lead, and it honestly is a pretty good one, or at least a good starting point. You have the idea to approach Finn, who worked for the government during the before four times. And not only that, but was a pilot herself, obviously not of cities, but of ships. So I think it makes sense that you would approach her.
Yeah.
At least at first.
Yeah, Karveth will head to the barn and see if he can meet up with Finn.
Yeah. Well, let's actually say, just to cut out useless bullshit. Let's say you actually talked to her earlier in the week to let. Well, you'll see.
Yeah.
This Karveth episode is gonna have way too much Karveth. We need to cut some of that.
No. So you
Yeah.
actually, let's say that you actually spoke to her before about just kind of casually brought it up, and she had informed you that she actually knew a couple people who might be able to answer some of these questions or be a part of the conversation, and you were meeting up with her a couple days later. So let's actually just jump there rather than you going up to her and being like, hey, what do you know? Like, I know people. Let's meet up again later.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just get that out.
Yes. Let's have two separate meetings
Yeah.
about this one thing.
Hey,
Yes.
fucking corporate.
can I-
You
Can I just
goddamn
say-
right.
Yeah.
Am I right, fellas? The American work system. Fucking boss wants to ask
Hey.
you 3 times, did you put the
Hey,
trash in the
Finn did
can?
work for the government. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, if Finn turns out to be a double agent, we're fucked. She has
Oh,
been
man.
integral into every
Yeah, she
single
knows
thing
so
we've
much
done.
of our shit, too.
That's true. That would
Yeah.
be real shitty of me.
We'd be fucked.
Stop giving our DM ideas.
But you so Karveth, you make your way to the barn on your appointed meeting day, and you see her actually there with 2 other patrons sitting at the bar. They are all chatting. Let's not say they're at the bar, but at a booth rather.
Yeah.
They're all at a booth. You approach, and at this table you see Finn, and she sees you walking over, and she waves you over, and she's like, "Oh, Karveth, come join us.
Hey,
This is
what's going on, Finn? Are these the people you wanted me to talk to?
yeah, this is Leo and my sister Tess.
Oh, I did not know you had a sister. That's really cool.
Well, you never ask.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Well,
You
you know, that's
you got
fair.
a lot going on. I get it.
That's fair.
I
I deserve that.
Why don't Leo and Tess introduce themselves?
Well, hey, y'all.
Leo, you go first. Leo, go first. Just because Tess is her sister. Just
Yeah.
Oh,
you know.
no. Ladies first, of course. Go ahead, you beautiful girl.
Well, hey, y'all. My name's Tess. I'm Finn's younger. Hadn't really
Younger. Sorry.
younger sister. A bit
It's
of
weird. Weird you didn't know that, but okay.
It's not that I didn't know that. It's just a force of nature that caused me to exist in this universe today did not establish that with me. However, yeah, I'm Finn's sister.
Somewhere God sneezes.
And a lot of people die.
I want that on a shirt. Somewhere God sneezes.
That's actually 100%
so good.
going to my
Yes.
list of merch ideas.
Yes.
But yeah, lived here all my life with my sister. I just wasn't necessarily on the straight and narrow for a while, but she got me back on a good path, and now I'm here again
that's
do a little bit of something I'm a bit more learned on, I guess. Sneaking about.
It's nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. Karveth will extend his hand out to give you a nice hearty handshake.
And she gives you a handshake, and you notice her hands are incredibly dirty.
Oh, wow.
Care to describe what she looks like, how she's dressed, any of that stuff?
Yeah. What color hair does Finn have? Because I'm trying to keep that only.
I think Finn has brown hair. I don't think I really said, but I think it's like a brown hair.
Probably like a strawberry blonde, then like something in the area, like a little darker, but like a little bit more light, whatever. Kind of buzzed on the sides, keeps it in like a little ponytail.
Okay,
cool.
She has like work clothes, kind of like Finn, but she kind of looks dirty because she dumpster dives a lot. That's like a thing she does on her own just to find like cool knickknacks for artwork and stuff.
That's cool.
I sense a theme with all of Kyle's characters.
They're all dirty. They're all scoundrels, and they're all trash children.
Ragamuffins, if you will.
Street
I'm
toughs,
the trash
highwaymen.
man. I'm the trash man.
We're gonna get you,
Trash man.
She comes in and she
spits in a platoon.
She looks similar to Finn, just a little bit more wiry, a little more like slender, kind of like skulky kind of vibes. Like
And what if you don't mind me asking, what is it that you do?
Well, in my spare time, I like to do what my sister calls trash art. I just call it normal art, but I do find the pieces of that art in the trash.
Okay.
But for work wise, I work at the sort of security desk with Jeremy. From time to time, as well as reception over at the.
Does the immigration department still exist?
Probably not anymore. That's why I've had a whole lot of time on my for my trash art. I mean, my art.
Are you responding to God?
I
don't know. Just trying to maintain this character.
Yes. No, I love it.
Yeah. But since everything's kind of gone to shit with that, and also the flying ships don't fly, I guess I'm unemployed. I guess that's a better way of saying that, or more roundabout. I'm a starving artist right now.
I think the better term
Tess?
is...
I think I'm one of the only people who's not unemployed in this city, actually, Finn says.
I mean,
that is
fair enough.
That is very true. And you are?
Hi, the name's Leo, and sorry for being so quiet. I've just been mesmerized by these two gorgeous women.
I am uncomfortable.
Listen, your passive perception, everyone else around, is that this guy's kind of sexy.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
He looks kind of sexy, but he's like giving off. He's got Riz, as the kids say.
Okay.
He's giving off some Riz.
He is risen,
and also he's in a perfect tux.
Perfect tux?
No one else is wearing a tux. He is in a perfect tux.
Okay.
Like pristine. But he doesn't care that it's getting dirty. And if you look like as like he touches stuff and like it dust or whatever, and the dust just goes away. Like his tux just stays pristine.
Oh, that is cool.
I need to, whatever enchantment you got on them there clothes, I need those for dumpster diving.
Oh, I assure you, you are the most enchanting thing in this room.
Okay.
Right. I mean, you are objectively gorgeous, but I don't really. The bar, come on, it's kind of cliche.
I think Karveth just gives Finn just some side eye, like
you might as well have said you come here often. Like, what is that? Anyway, yeah, I guess this is Leo.
Yeah,
he's a pretty cool guy.
Okay,
he's got beautiful eyes, like stunning. Like it's hard to look into his eyes.
So, Leo, what is it that you do? What is it that you think you could help us with?
I would say I am a master of getting on people's right sides. Obviously my new company excluded, but he like magically forms like perfect apple or whatever, and like takes a slow bite out of it. As like juice. Oh, he's gross. He's very like
I'm not gonna say Kyle's reacting that way, but that's also Tess's face as he does these weird like machismo dude things. Like
it's just like I have a way with people, and he throws the apple and it disappears.
Okay, that was pretty cool. You've got to teach me that one.
So we've got invisible apples.
Just the apple.
We've got invisible apples and trash art. What is this? How are we going to be pertinent to whatever it is y'all are planning?
So, whenever Finn came to the two of you, when she came to you, she let you know what it was exactly that she needed. She knew that the two of you may have some sort of insight or skill set that may help with Karveth's particular mission. Tess, you just from working alongside the government, just like Finn was back whenever the government existed in its prior form, she knows that you may have some insight into this as well. What with how the ship flies and all those sorts of things, and whether or not you have intel, you have some sort of knowledge of where you could find information.
In my inventory, I have something that I was like going to use for this kind of thing. It says I have a case with a map or scroll, and I was thinking, perchance, perhaps it is a map of like guidelines to get to and from different government building areas per se, not necessarily like the vents, but like if you're trying to go through something, the most through line way to get to X office, Y office, B office for government workers only, like kind of eyes, like something she still retained from her.
So what I will say, I think that's great. What I will say is Tess and Finn, you both have good reason to believe. Neither of you have been to this, but from what you have heard through the grapevine over the years working for the government, whatever sort of engine or whatever it is that runs the city exists in a sort of underground, I mean, obviously, where else would it be, I guess, but underneath the ground, actually below town square. So you two would have seen there's within like the government buildings and stuff, there's lots of like lower levels and there's definitely maintenance hatches and stuff, but there's definitely lower levels within the, I mean, if you picture the city, it's not like flat on the bottom. There's
it's like rounded,
another like an upside down like dome, like it's rounded where there's like mechanisms and stuff that keep it afloat. All that sort of stuff. So you know that there's lower levels and whatnot down there.
Like I think too, with that Tess from doing her kind of thing, like I said, she mentioned she was sort of like a street tough kind of kid, not necessarily on the straight and narrow. So I think a little column A with her sister helping her get a job, but a little column B because she is working with these people who, for all intents and purposes, a lot of regular day people aren't going to see these people working in these inner working parts of Duradera. Like the people, like kind of think the train part, the part of the train where the guy's dumping the coal. There's not a whole lot of through traffic back there of people talking to that guy, but her being kind of who she was, I think she kind of got to know them just sneaking about and doing her kind of thing. And so she might have like, I think that's how we could tie that map situation into knowing the little bit of the underground stuff without it just being like, conveniently, I happen to have an underground map. It's like, no. I mean, it's like a crudely made sort of thing based on her memory and like knowing people. It's like, yeah, this is where X happens, this is where Y happens. So about here is where we're wanting to.
Yeah, that's great.
So I know Finn obviously has told you guys, kind of probably a little bit of what we're planning, but I have taken it upon myself to get us back to the land of Yonder, and in order for us to do that, we need to figure out how to actually fly the city. So, I guess that's what we're going to be trying to do, is figure out where they actually steer this mother effing city.
That makes a lot of sense. I thought you might have been just I've never actually thought about it, but yeah, I don't know that there's like a big captain's wheel or like a. I mean,
that would be kind of cool.
If it's just one big, you think it's
Captain
just one
Karveth. Karveth just goes off into this own little like fantasy of just like him being like a captain, like
like the old Mickey cartoon.
Yes, like the Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, I think Finn chimes in, and she says, "Yeah, I've never really thought about it, but yeah, I don't imagine that there's like a captain's wheel, like you put it."
You were going to say captain's quarters, weren't you?
Well, I did mean that on accident, but
hind quarters.
You don't really think that Barney's just got us flying out into fuck all space? Like,
I mean,
he's got to have a plan.
I'm going
right?
to say, I will say, there's probably like an 80% chance that is the case, just from my like couple of interactions with Barney. But
I don't think Now, I feel like that's give credit where credit is due. At least he's trying. So I don't think he would just launch us into space and then say fuck it. I can't. I don't think rationally my brain will allow me to believe that is the case. Because if I do, then my whole worldview right now.
Have you met Barney like in person?
I mean, in passing, he's done like those like. Well, you wouldn't know this, but like in the government space, like whenever we have our big meetings or whatever, he'll throw a little catering event, and he does like a lot of synergistic stuff, and we do like break off into groups,
T-shirt cannons,
and we do like different like sporting events, and you can win like gift cards to like Barney shops and stuff, and earn points like social points within the government space, so you can go do different things and have different trips and time.
You know this, Karveth, but vanity's a big thing with Barney.
And the more you show that you're enthused by any idea this man has, the higher you'll climb that ladder. I tell you.
That reminds me a lot of another rich and famous person in our real life world. The
God?
Twitter man.
Elon Musk. I knew that's what you were. Mushka. Elon Musk.
So I guess we could use these maps to figure out.
So what I was thinking is I thought would be interesting going off of Tess's guidance, just being that she has the maps and know-how of like the streets of the city. I think that I wanted to kind of give y'all free reign onto how it is you break in, and then I have more structured stuff once we're in. So like whether that be like finding a hatch in the sewers, or like some other sort of like sneaking in through some sort of maintenance hatch, like you said, or maybe you're trying to walk in the front door and just like sneak your way through or trick your way through.
My question is, do we know where we're breaking into based on her maps? Because part
it's
of it
a crudely
like we don't know where the fuck
it's
we're going.
So you being that you know that this engine room or whatever it is below town square. You the two of them, Tess and Finn, have been in the lower levels to some degree. They haven't been in the engine room specifically,
right.
But they would know once they got down there. They would be able to figure out how to direct themselves around based off of stuff that like there's only typically there's only authorized personnel down there. So like there like is maps, or maybe not maps, but like arrows and signs and stuff. Like there is like I kind of picture almost like a hospital. There's those like signs on the wall, like this way for this room and things like that. If that makes sense. Which I guess y'all wouldn't know right now. The two of them might know, but yeah.
I think
yes, I did mean to say Finn is planning on coming on this mission.
Okay.
I think Tess has like a rough idea, but like you said, has not been in that room or whatever. So it's like security is a little bit different down there because it's not a lot of eyes to sort of stop them from roughing you up if you get a little too out of line. So we are going to have to make stealth a key if we don't want to get into too much.
Absolutely. Well,
of a combat situation. I'll be honest, I can throw these, and this is Mr. Fist and this is his wife Jennifer. They hurt, but it's a metal robot, and I'd like to not have to punch one of those if that were.
I have a pretty good feeling I know where we're headed. There's a section down there that I never had access to. I'm sure you didn't either, Tess.
No,
there's.
Not that I'm
I mean, there's obviously like higher levels of like security access that I wouldn't have had. There's a handful of them, not just the one, but I'm pretty sure I know where we're going once we get down there. We just need to figure out how to get down there.
Yes.
Okay.
If we have a path that's safe to traverse, I can get us there unseen. But that is where my expertise.
I have a very crucial question, and this is my brain has been coming up with a plan over the past 5 minutes. I promise 5 minutes doesn't sound like a lot of time.
It does not
but
sound
it is a really
I
good.
think Tess for a second, like you see her get kind of shook by you saying, "I've got a 5-minute plan."
I promise this is going to be such a good plan. It has worked out for me and my brothers plenty of times, but this is very important. Are there janitors down in the government? Like
literally, Jeremy asked me if there was janitor's closets throughout before you got on the call.
Off camera, before you guys got in, I was like, Tyler, I think a heist sounds fun. You have to promise me there's not a single goddamn janitor's closet. He's like, no.
I think
He's
a
like, "There are no
maintenance room
janitor's
is
closets."
the closest thing we'll get to. Like, there's not a whole lot of cleaning happening down there just because there's no reason to make it presentable. As long as it's working fine, they're
Okay,
gonna,
but-
you know.
Yeah, and it's pretty clean down there as well. So it's not like it's some sort of underground den of thieves or what have you.
Oh, I mean, who said
I feel
that?
like underground there's lots of mold and dirt and bugs.
Yeah, and perhaps maybe people were forced down there. Tune into Road to Redemption.
Okay, well, you know, it fine. You know, you can see Karveth's obviously a little flustered. Like,
listen.
His one plan kind of fell through instantly.
Not quite. I understand where you're coming from for sure. We're gonna have to just get through the one maintenance room. Maybe see if there's key cards or something, because there's definitely going to be higher security in this area that both Finn and I have not been. You know, maybe there's a code or something. I don't. You know, we.
How would you two presume? So, assuming my skills hold, I can get us there undetected, so long as no one, punches anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. The issues are that we will be unseen to both everyone else and each other.
I think I can. If we are unseen by the people, I think I can get us in. You see, I got these here, and she holds up her hands, and you see these like cool, almost like tech inlaid like gloves that have like these cool runes and shit in them. She's like, these bad babies can get through just about anything, but it's important that I get snuck to the just about anything, because again, if I punch with these, it's going to defeat the whole purpose of what they do.
I actually do picture, in case you were thinking, I think you can punch with the gloves and
good. Yeah,
mess anything up. Yes,
I think for her sake, she's just kind of worried. She's like, I kind of left that life behind me of doing this sneak thievery, so it's I'm going to have to knock a bit of rust off it. But if you can get me to the door and ensure that we aren't seen or heard, or whatever it is.
I can also help with that. I have some juice in that area.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just about going in quiet and getting to where Finn has a bit more knowledge, like you said. If we can get to that spot Finn knows about, I think our skill sets will come in more handy once we're face to face with it.
So, knowing the character sheet that Leo has, are you planning on just turning everyone invisible?
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Cool.
Excellent.
So I think it tracks. So that's great. I knew it wouldn't be too difficult for us to figure out a way in initially, but I wanted to put it on y'all to figure it out. I think it makes sense that Finn and Tess would have low-level key cards still to potentially like get in the beginning, like early sort of things, if that makes sense.
No, for sure. I think either we could head in through Finn's old place of work, or we could try potentially going back to customs, although I wouldn't. It feels like we'd have more eyes on us because we're heading to an exit/entrance, right?
Yeah.
I think we could try through her work, or maybe, unless Finn knows a secret way to get into the actual like Capitol building itself, then we'd have like a more straight shot.
I think that we'll be fine, especially if we have whatever it is that Leo has planned. I mean, he seems very confident.
He keeps eyebrowing towards them, and it is not
just like
he seems very confident. So I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Leo, but are you thinking we just like walk in the front door? Like, are you that confident? Like,
wow.
I'm pretty confident.
If he can ensure we're quiet and he can ensure we're not seen, I guess. I'll be honest.
Leo, why don't you tell us what you're thinking?
Yeah. Give us the rundown, because I'm a little...
Are you familiar with invisibility?
Invisibility. Okay. Now, would we like still make noise? Like, I assume we're still going to have to be sneaky, right?
Yes. You would need to,
And I can help with
not wear
that.
heavy armor or anything. Otherwise, they might assume ghosts or who knows.
Yes. And I can help us be a little more sneaky. I think with the combination of both our talents, we can get in pretty much anywhere that we need to.
Okay. I will warn, we would need to move in time frames of 1 hour at a time. I can cast and protect us all and make us unseen for
Okay.
an hour at a time, but there will have to be brief moments periodically where we can be seen. So once we go invisible, the clock starts.
If we're invisible, like, I think an hour's probably more than enough time to get where we're going.
Yeah.
I mean, if we don't have to worry about being seen, like, obviously, I guess we need to make sure we don't, like, bump into somebody or knock over a stack of papers or anything like that. But
if there's a shift,
an hour should be plenty of time to
spell
get
will only
there.
break if you
we could
harm
potentially do
someone.
it during like a shift change, like waiting for some of those maintenance guys to be leaving out for
Maybe
lunch or
lunch
something.
break?
Yeah, exactly. That would make me a hell of a lot more comfortable with the whole situation, just because even though we are invisible and we know we're invisible, something about seeing them in the same, like, I just, my higher function in my brain might make me scream. I don't know, something about it. But yes, if we can do that around their lunch break, I can get us through those doors as long as we're going quiet and unseen.
Yeah.
We still at lunch.
So, we are going to. Oh, go ahead.
Could we actually get some lunch before lunch starts for them? So I'm
do you want me to hop in the back?
Just some fries or
whip
something.
us up
Just
burgers or some fries.
Leo
that'd be
picks
fine.
up a baby carrot, bites half, and then offers you the other half.
I will not be eating a baby carrot that you have bitten. Thank you so much. Unless there's hummus involved, that's the only way I would even consider that.
He whips
Karveth
out hummus.
watches.
Let me get a wisdom save.
He does whip out a thing of hummus, he says. So I think she's like, all right, no, we're fine. This is like a power snack right here. Protein, a bit of fiber. Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, so the four of you share a quick snack. I think Finn probably hops in the back and whips up some quick snacks for all of you. And then you wait for lunch. I would say that it was probably morning when you all met.
Mm-hmm.
So you all wait for lunch and make your way just over to town hall.
Hell yeah.
It's funny because I was trying to think of like ways y'all would try to sneak in, and I didn't think about like
All the
Just
illusions.
walking in.
yeah. Well, yes. And that's great. No, I'm here for it. That's simple and easy. Makes sense.
I think when Tess meets back up with them, she's in a trench coat with one of those Catherine Zeta-Jones skin-tight suits on underneath
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Exactly. She dips beneath the lasers. But yes, no, she's fully Catherine Zeta-Joned out under Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego style, like, thing. She's just trying to be really stealthy, even though they're going to be invisible. I don't know. I didn't.
It's
No,
fine.
I'm just trying. You look so
You're-
cute right now.
you're
Tess.
Thank you. I just
It's great.
the trench coat's going to come off once we actually start doing the mission. Is to hide the fact that I'm dressed like basically a ninja.
Leo is still
Very
dressed in
cool.
full audacious tux.
Yeah.
That is
Like,
all right.
Yeah. So, Leo,
If he's getting
what are
seen,
you
it's 'cause he
doing?
wants
Are
to
you?
be.
Yeah. I'd say y'all kind of duck into an alley nearby and kind of prepare. What are you
once we're ready to go, I'm going to let me make sure I'm doing this right. But I think I need to upcast. I need to upcast invisibility at 5th level. I think is that the right amount of people?
Damn.
Yes.
I went ahead and made them level 10 too, just
Yeah.
to give them the most stuff to be the most.
So that's going to
interesting.
be because it's
Yeah,
one
I was
plus
reading through some
3
of this stuff.
additional.
It's
So yeah.
fucking dope.
So I'm going to use one of my 2 5th level spells, and we are now all invisible. I have to concentrate the whole time, up to an hour.
Hell
But
yeah.
as long as he's concentrating.
Awesome.
Cool.
And
So, the
I
four of-
will-
oh, go ahead.
Sorry, and I will go ahead and cast God.
Pass without trace.
Yes, that one. Pass without a trace. So I'll go ahead and cast
Who is,
that on us.
Who's going to be leading the charge on this? Is it Finn or is it?
That's 2 key points.
I think
Karveth.
Finn and Tess will probably lead the charge
Okay,
since y'all
then,
know where
yeah.
you're going.
Then I think I kind of just tap Finn on her shoulder nervously, and I'll cast Rally on her, and she gets some temporary HP based on.
Ooh.
Cool.
It doesn't say what dice I would roll.
So that's actually a superiority dice thing, right?
Oh yes,
For
yes.
a
It's
fighter?
5d10. Jesus Christ. Okay, give me a second to do that. Or is it
I've never played a
it's
fighter.
It's one of the d10 out of her pool of 5d10. So,
Okay. Yes.
yes.
Because you only have 5 of those to expend per long rest or something.
So she gets 10 bonus. So she's
Cool.
got 10 temporary hit points on top.
Nice.
Cool. All right. So, you head in all invisible. Let me.
Do we need to make stealth rolls?
Yes.
All right.
So
At advantage?
That's more than advantage.
so
it's like
I think
gonna
you
be
just
plus 30 or something.
you also get plus 10 for pass without trace, and you're invisible.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Just
That's fine.
give me a stealth check. Like, you just need to make sure you don't bump into something. So, like, give me not a nat 1.
yeah.
That face isn't good.
If he gets a nat 1, it's still fine because that doesn't.
I just need to let you know, it's not a nat 1.
Okay,
It's not good. It's not a nat 1.
Because you're invisible, I mostly just wanted to know if you rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a natural 2.
Oh man. 37.
Yeah.
So the four of you make your way into town hall, and you see a familiar sight with the front desk. There is a young man working behind the counter in a nice suit, refined hair, clean shaven, and you all know that you're invisible, but Finn and Tess, you're definitely still a little nervous, even though you know you're invisible. Just like
I think she
seeing, like,
instinctively
walking up on someone.
I think she instinctively just reaches out for Finn's hand and just grabs whoever invisible is near her his hand.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't think you were into me, but this is a half.
Roll.
I could roll a
D4.
D4 and see who I grab.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay.
I'm 1. Leo is 1.
I got a 4.
I was thinking. Okay, no, I was thinking Leo was 4 because Tyler, I'm top left, Kyle's top right, Matt's bottom left.
Yep. So I definitely
take
grabbed Leo's hand. And I'm just don't talk. Just hold my hand, okay?
You can't see it,
So,
but he does this with his
The zip.
the zipper and then tossing the key. So you
and
all
he
walk
winks. You don't see any
through.
of it.
You all walk through the lobby and start to make your way towards the back. Finn is sort of leading the way here since she knows where she's going. Tess also somewhat knows where she's going. You make your way through some of the back hallways, and once you round a few corners, Tess, as you round the corner, you come so close to bumping into somebody.
Oh, God.
As you round the corner, and coming barreling around the other side is Alandi sleepwalking through the hallways of town hall.
I think she, like, straight
just
up
barely missing you.
I think she straight up, not in a weird way at all, but like he's going to read into it, like presses her body against Leo and presses both of them against the wall.
Oh.
And she was holding his
does not
hand, so he would have
resist
also
this
been a
at
part
all.
of that. And
He doesn't resist this at all, and he makes it sensual. Not that you're okay with that. That's just passively
not the
how he
time.
is.
Not the
person.
time, Leo. Not the time.
Oh, God.
Finn turns and kind of whispers once Alandi's out of sight and says, "Was Alandi asleep?" to Karveth.
Yeah, he's been doing that a lot lately.
Oh, thank God. I thought he looked like he doesn't close his eyes when he sleeps. He was staring, like barreling into my
I think
soul.
that's the elf.
It's
I don't-
really fucking creepy.
It's so terrifying.
Yeah, I need to talk to him.
You know what? Now that I think about it, elves don't sleep.
Yeah,
What is
but
that about?
He is snoring. Did you all?
I guess he's half elf.
We heard him snoring though as he was going through that.
Which makes sense.
That
He's half
door?
asleep.
True.
All right, man.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah, let's
I
focus
mean,
up.
Yeah.
Let's focus up.
So you all just start following signs and walking through these corridors. There's you walk past a handful of people. You walk past a handful of the robot guard, but all very easily undetected. You've got good magic on your side for now, and you continue on through. And Finn leads you to a door in the middle of the hallway. You see that there is a robot guard. You're kind of looking down the hallway at this door, and you see a single robot guard guarding this door. And she says, "I'm almost positive that that's the door we need to go in." Anybody got any ideas?
I'm not good at breaking into places.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to distract him other than maybe throwing something.
I can probably let me see.
If we could just get him to walk off from the door for a second, then I could have a chance at the panel.
So you actually cannot see. It doesn't seem like there's a panel or anything like this.
Yeah,
it looks
she's
like
just
it's just a
assuming.
door that's being guarded.
Let me see. I could cast something else, but I don't know if that would drop.
If you cast anything, that'll drop invisibility.
Okay.
It'll drop
Oh, if
invisibility.
it'll drop his own. So so here's what I will say. This deep into the hallways, it's basically been a maze down here. You've gone downstairs and
Did
all
the
sorts
door-
of things.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say you are seeing very few people at this point. Y'all waited till lunchtime. There's not a lot of people walking around. You've seen less and less as you've gone down.
The door that we passed through behind us, is there a way to close it?
Yes.
I think
it closes naturally behind you.
I think okay. There's not a lot of people in this area. We could potentially try to subdue them, knock them out.
If you're willing to drop invisibility, I can.
If we close the door, we
handle
can.
Question.
Yeah, if we close this door, we can. Hang on. I want to try to close and lock that door behind us.
It doesn't appear to have a lock.
Okay.
Like it might have a key, but you could probably wedge it closed somehow.
Well,
Okay.
so
I don't. You'd have to get
that's
creative.
the only
but-
way in, correct?
No, not necessarily. I should say. It's
Yeah.
just from the direction you came.
I can get us.
Can I cast a minor illusion?
Yeah,
try to
it
get
sounds
this
like you
dude
would
outta
drop
here?
your invisibility, right?
Yes.
If it's a cantrip, would that
Cantrip is
still
still
drop it?
magic.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Okay. I'll go ahead and drop the pass without a trace, and I'll cast a minor illusion of we're just trying to get this robot guy out of here, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll cast a little minor illusion of like one of the little just like some random like kid, and he's gonna flip off the robot guy and then run out.
Is
of
it Toodlin?
It's
No, Scrawn.
No, it's
Don't
not
get them
Scrawn.
in
I don't
trouble.
think I want to get them in trouble. Just some random like kid, and he's gonna
Yeah.
flip off the robot and like smack his butt cheeks and then run out of the door.
The door you're all standing by, no longer invisible.
Well, we could still be invisible as long as he
Well,
doesn't drop it.
No. It's per person. If you use
so-
spell, you lose invisibility,
but everybody else
but
does
none
not.
of us will.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
see.
assuming
Okay.
you casted Pass Without Trace before he casted Invisibility.
Yes.
Got you.
Yes.
Understood. Okay.
Yes.
Got you.
Um,
Okay. Got you.
I
No,
can
I
cast
wouldn't do that
suggestion. So I can cast suggestion and make him fuck right off, but that's a concentration as well. So we'll all drop
Yeah.
invisibility.
Well, I'm saying, my thought is we jump him real quick with a bunch of sneak attacks, knock his ass out, because nobody's around, and then we continue
That
on
would
our merry
also drop
way.
invisibility.
That I know that, but like if it's gonna drop invisibility on one of us, why not all of us and we jump this fool, right?
In that case, I'll just go ahead and make a suggestion, and
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to cast suggestion. I'm basically going to whisper into his ear, so we're all going to become visible but-
Behind, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
like to the sides of him. But I am going to cast suggestion, so he's going to need to make a wisdom save.
Ooh, that's not great. That's a 10.
No.
City guard.
So I get to make a suggestion that he has to pursue for the next 8 hours. I get
8 hours? Holy
Yep.
shit.
but it's
Oh,
concentration
damn.
the whole time. Well, if he completes the task beforehand, like depending on what the task is,
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I think this area is off limits due to maintenance. You and your guard should make sure it isn't disturbed. He's already failed.
He's gonna fuck
No,
right
no,
off.
no, 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 no. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm trying to think if that accomplishes getting him to leave.
Yeah, I think he's like,
rather
"You're
than
right, you
shouldn't
patrol
be
the
here."
area.
If this area is off limits and it's on maintenance, he would be guarding the entrances.
Like
'Cause
away
he's
from
not-
that.
I see that.
Indeed.
I mean,
Yes.
I can specify in there that he needs to make sure nobody enters here.
Hey, baby, get the fuck out of here. There's a fire you've got to go deal with in some other room. It's so hot and big.
I'll accept that. He failed the check. Yeah, he kind of sits up and he's like, no one should be in here, and walks off towards one of the entrances. It just kind of stands there, for the next 8 hours.
Damn.
Well, until
Yeah.
you
Drop
break
concentration.
concentration, at which point he'll just return there.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, because
you won't be there, presumably.
That's an important part of suggestion. Is at the end of it, they don't know they've been charmed. They act out the thing, and then they
Yes.
just go back to existence.
Yeah.
All right. If
So-
as soon as he fucks off, can I check the door for any sort of trap or security?
Yes, you can. Give me a roll.
All right. Investigation?
Yeah, investigation.
All right. That is a fat 0 plus 14.
Yeah, you can tell there's no sorts of traps or anything. There's a pretty rudimentary lock on it, but you're pretty confident with your thieves' tools. You're proficient in them. You could probably pick the lock. With your investigation, you can't tell if there's any sort of alarm, or you can't tell that there's any sort of alarm or anything on it.
I think she kind of, okay, from what I'm gathering here, I don't quite see anything that'll cause a ruckus. I'm going to try to get this here open. And she's going to go for using a thieves'
I think
tools
with your
her
gloves, don't you
yeah.
get to add your proficiency bonus twice? Is that what it is?
Oh,
There are
damn.
thieves' tools built into the gloves. And
Damn.
as she does this, she kind of puts her hands up to the thing, and you see like almost like paint or like some sort of fluid. The gloves kind of move, like upgrade from fucking Ben 10. They like
Yeah.
fully like just
Yeah.
connect to
Yeah.
the technology as she's
God.
like concentrating.
Sick ref, bro.
And that you said it's twice with my thing, so that was a 16 plus
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
some numbers. Give me a second. I guess sleight of hand.
it's your proficiency bonus
Yeah, oh, my
twice.
Got you. My proficiency in that is plus 5.
Plus 4. Should
Oh,
be.
plus 4. Okay. Yes, I
So
see
plus
that.
8.
So yeah, plus 8 to 16.
Wow.
So
Yep. No, you're
Damn.
good.
Holy
door just
shit.
slides
You
open.
like literally you put your hand on, you're like pop, and it just like opens.
Oh, I'm in. She just turns.
I love that with your hacker background. Yeah, so you open this door and a couple things happen.
Oh,
All
shit.
good.
I need all of you to make wisdom saves.
Oh, shit. Oh, I'm not good at that. Wisdom save?
Yep.
Oh, natural fucking 20, dude. Let's go.
Love it.
Plus 0.
Save. I got a plus. That's 13 plus 1, 14.
15.
15. All right, you're all good.
Oh, shit.
So you enter this room and a siren begins to go off, kind of. You hear, essentially, it sounds almost like a fire alarm. You hear beep, beep, beep. It's not super loud necessarily, but it is loud enough. But you can tell it is slowly but surely getting faster and potentially building to something. The room itself is empty, except for there's a door on the far side and a keypad beside the door. That's all you got.
Tess, do you want to...
Yes. 1 second.
Yes.
I can do that.
Karveth is going to look for a way, if there's any sort of possible way to turn the alarm off. Like, is there any sort of, like if he's going to take a look around the room and see if he can gauge if there's something that can, like, turn off the alarm.
Leo wants to investigate the keypad to see what buttons have been clicked.
Okay. Why don't you so you see the keypad and it is like almost like a keyboard. So there's all the letters and the 10 numbers.
Oh my
so
God.
1 through 9 and 0.
Jesus.
You can see that the code is only 3 letters long or 3 characters long.
Oh, wow.
Can I see what the most used keys are?
With a good investigation check, potentially.
So I have a passive investigation of 19, and I just rolled and got a 14.
14?
If someone helps me, I can roll with advantage.
Yeah, well, if I didn't see anything like around the room that I felt like would have like helped turn the alarm off, I would help. You know what I'm saying?
That's a natural 20 plus 9.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
Well, okay.
29.
Yeah, well, I don't see a way around this. The beeping is has continued to grow faster over the last couple seconds. And Leo, you rush over to the keypad to try to figure out what's...
He very smoothly walks over.
Sorry. So sorry.
Because I think Tess was futzing with it, but not
stops.
quite getting it yet.
Yeah.
While
Leo,
she's looking at the keyboard electronics, he just walks over and just casually...
Yeah, Tess is kind of messing with it. And Leo, you see very clearly that the most used numbers on here, they're not worn. Like, it was a high check.
Yeah,
you rolled
smudges.
a nat 20 is why you're getting it. They're not worn, but you can tell that the 3 characters that have been the most used, and I'm saying them in alphabetical order, not trying to tell you what the code is. The 3 most used characters are B, Q, and 3.
Yeah. Barnabas Quincy the third.
BQ3.
Do you put it in, or do you tell Tess who's...
Oh, no, I put it in because I'm an arrogant man.
Like, you just reach over her shoulder and enter the
just
code?
like...
And wink.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you do that, and the alarm stops suddenly, and you hear a click from the door in front of you.
Oh,
good job.
All right.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
BQ3. I guess that's the password. I mean, that's pretty fucking arrogant, but you know, I think I've come to expect it at this point. Let's continue. Is there anything else of interest in this room? Now that
no, it was literally an empty room.
Oh, wow.
With a keypad.
Just the keypad. Damn.
It's almost like this was just a first room to, like, if you're not supposed to be here, then
yeah.
And like I said, the keys were very much not noticeably worn by any means.
Okay.
It seems like people don't often press these buttons, but those have clearly been pressed more than the others.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll continue forward if the door unlocked.
Yep, it did. You push on forward. I think Finn kind of leads the way and heads out.
I think she was kind of shaken at the keys for a second, but seeing him do that kind of dissuaded the fear a bit. And she kind of, all right, let's.
You got this, Tess.
Yeah. So you just a little peek behind the curtain. I had a timer going.
Oh, I thought something about it.
Shit.
I was getting anxiety. Like, I swear, I thought something like that was going. Oh.
I had a timer going. I wasn't sure how long to make it, but I wanted to kind of make it like combat. There's 6 seconds per turn, so I give you a little bit like a decent, like, I gave you 4 minutes.
Okay.
To discuss and figure something out.
Oh, damn.
Because we harped on Barney enough earlier that I was like, y'all probably at one point could just guess BQ3.
Yeah.
Oh, I will say it definitely took longer than it should have because of the fact that he was less willing to run. He's not going to fuck up his style. He'll walk over and solve the problem. He's not going to run over and solve the problem.
I will say. So since Leo dropped the invisibility, I would have kept my pass without a trace up for us.
Cool.
Just moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you make your way through the door. Finn leads the way, and you all follow. And the next room is another white room. The hallways, these 2 rooms, it all looks like that, like, pristine, like, office building or hospital, like, white walls, like, uncomfortable fluorescent lighting, that classic kind of thing. But in this next room, you actually see in front of you, up ahead at the end of the room, is another door, except separating you is a room full of red lasers shooting from the left wall to the right wall. And just short of the lasers is a pedestal with a sign on it. The sign says "Caution, Hot Lasers," and Barney's face is on it with a speech bubble that says, "Don't believe me? Toss one of these in." And on the pedestal, there's a sheet of papers that say "Burning Papers" on them.
Karveth will walk over and he'll grab a paper and just throw it.
You throw the paper on the laser?
Yeah.
It burns.
Okay.
I think
he wasn't lying.
I think I can do this.
He do be lying sometimes. I'm just.
I mean,
saying.
I know you're listen. I know you're a stealthy monk guy, and you're definitely just as flexible. But I'll have worn this suit for nothing. And she drops the, she drops her trench coat, and she's in the Catherine Zeta-Jones. Like,
Yes.
it also has like the LEDs and stuff going down the wrist, like for the gloves and everything. Like, it's very like Sheikah meets like Catherine Zeta-Jones
I
style.
love that.
Yeah. And I want to try to do some finesse and some acrobatics to get to the other side.
Give me an
of these here
acrobatics
lasers.
check.
Lasers.
Oh.
Catherine
If you're gonna try to sneak through all of them, it's gonna take a good check.
Okay, so that is 13 plus 5, 18.
Oh, you just got it. You're good.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
So you sneak through all of the lasers.
It's very sensual.
You pull this
very
incredible,
sexual.
very sexual acrobatics maneuver to try to sneak through all the lasers. And after, I mean, it only takes you like a minute and a half, but it's you put on a show. And
She's
you sneak
voguing
through the other
halfway
side.
through, just
You sneak through. However, there is no sort of button or anything that turns them off. The lasers stay on.
Okay, this is perfect. I have a very important question for God.
Uh-huh.
Invisibility makes it to where light doesn't interact with you, and lasers are just light.
Are lasers just light?
Yes, lasers are just concentrated beams of light.
light. There's particles. Didn't you hear? They
Like
figured
cutting
it out.
lasers are still just light?
Yes.
Like, are they not heat as well?
Heat is transferred via the light. Invisibility makes it to where you don't interact with light anymore. You can decide you're
Interesting.
against
No, I
this,
hear you.
but-
Didn't you drop the invisibility when you
Well,
cast
no,
suggestion?
but I could cast it again. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, true.
Oh.
Or is everyone invisible still, but y'all didn't drop the invisibility?
Oh, no,
Yeah, I
no,
don't
no.
have any
Suggestion's
skills that
a
would make me-
concentration. If I did invisibility, it would make the guy return back to his post.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all visible
Let's see.
now. I'm just saying, unless,
Yeah.
like, if invisibility makes it to where you stop interacting with light, that would make it to where lasers no longer hurt you.
Look, if you want to use the rest of your spell slots on that, I'll give you that for your cool ass science knowledge. y'all just learned something on this show. Don't say we never taught you nothing.
This show was
Wonderful.
educational.
The educational program.
If you want to use more spell slots to get the rest of the group across, that's great.
It would, yeah. So the only issues this would cause
Oh,
is...
God.
Apparently, the
Is
death
everyone
of a
okay?
dog.
They're like, don't do it, Jeremy.
Don't tell them about how light works.
Don't tell them about lasers!
Quick question.
need to know.
Just for simplicity. Is there like an area of darkness on either side of the laser wall? No.
The room is completely lit.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you just
It's
need
that fluorescent
darkness?
lighting. There's no
Okay.
shadows. What'd you
Okay.
say?
If,
Jeremy,
we
what'd you
can,
say?
if he just needs darkness, I could just drop darkness and then he can do his thing.
Just to let him stealth.
Oh, actually,
Yes,
hold
but
on.
then the other of you would have to get across
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a good. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I have something to help with this.
Because at that point, don't you have like far step, Jeremy? Like,
Yo, yeah.
you can just get yourself
Dude,
across.
I have, so, like, my suave dude getting across is very, I didn't intend for this guy to be the perfect person for this heist, but like, all of his illusion shit is very
well,
helpful.
maybe I did since I built the character.
You know what, that's fair. Like, almost all of his spells are extremely useful.
Yeah, we could give the. I guess we could try the invisibility thing. I mean, that makes sense to me. I'm not smart, so I don't think I would really know if that would work or not. But
So we only need to get, can anyone get across? So the more people that can get across without invisibility means the lower level spell I have to use.
I could definitely.
Tess has already
get
gotten across.
Yeah.
I could definitely get
Yeah.
across.
If you want, I just need an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, my suave guy, not acrobatic. Like, he's going to be using a spell slot.
Oh God. 17 plus 9. 26.
Yeah, you same as Tess, and honestly, it's just as sexy.
Oh hell yeah!
What
I'll do
about
some
Finn?
Vogue in
Does
there
Finn
too.
need help, or-
Yeah,
Finn is not. I mean, Finn is
Drop.
definitely not confident that she would be able to do it.
Okay, then I will.
Karveth just death drops at the very last moment,
Yeah.
dodging one of the lasers with his leg.
Then
Here comes the hurricane, bitch! Ow!
presumably while Finn is like looking stressed out, trying to figure out how to get over, Leo's just gonna walk up and just, don't worry, I've got us. And he taps, and they both go invisible and can just walk across.
Yep. That works.
But that does mean, just for consistency, that suggestion automatically wears off on the robot, so presumably he's going to return to his post.
Yes.
But he doesn't know that any magical stuff happens.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all get across the wall of lasers successfully. This next door isn't even locked. They thought that the lasers would be enough. You walk through.
Leo straightens his bow or his bow tie.
Oh wow.
And you also look sexy. Everybody looks sexy right now.
Hell yeah.
So you all walk through the door and are met with another room. This room, however, is very different than the others. This one almost resembles like not quite like a living room, but like so you see there are 3 doors on the far end. Each one of them has a sort of vault style like wheel. There are a number of paintings on the walls. There's some paintings like there's one of Town Hall. There's one of the statue in Town Square. There's one of some of the flying machines, like the flying the planes. Like I don't remember what we called them.
The hover.
Planes. There's a map of the city. There's a large portrait of Barney on the wall. You also see there's a couch in the room. There's a beautiful rug in the center of the room. It looks like someone like does or has hung out in here. And okay. Yep. So that's what you got in this room.
Karveth will walk over and inspect the little vault door looking things.
Hold on now. Shouldn't I? You don't want to. I mean, go ahead. Maybe you were checking for trap.
I'm not going to touch them. I'm just checking them out.
Okay.
Yeah, just it. Are they doors specifically, or are these like ship wheels, steering wheels?
So they almost look like smaller version of like a safe door.
Okay, got you. And there's a picture of a different area on each. There's the ships. There's Town Hall.
Oh, there's just like a bunch of the paintings.
Oh, okay.
There's paintings of like a couple buildings. What I say? There's Town Hall. There's the statue in Town Square. There's a map of the city. Mm-hmm. There's a large portrait of Barney.
Gotcha.
I think I might have said there was something else,
but nothing.
There was
signifying
the planes.
Yeah. Nothing signifying.
They're just like on the walls. Like this is
Yeah.
It almost looks like a living room.
Okay,
but
gotcha.
There are wall
who would have a living room right
between
here?
the vault doors.
Could I touch the painting of the statue?
The statue? Yeah, it's a painting.
Okay. There's no like hollow-y vibes coming from behind it, or
like you're gonna like
that.
knock on it or
like
something?
Mario 64 style jump into a liquid painting.
No, that painting doesn't do anything.
That would suck if that worked, because then we'd have to go through the whole thing again.
Oh God.
We'd need a nap.
Tess, do you want to give a crack at one of these vault doors, and we can see what's behind? Let's try this middle one first.
Let's go for the middle one. All right. No idea. I've never been in this room. I'm worried. Can I check for traps in any capacity?
Yep, you definitely can.
All right.
What is the check for traps roll? Just investigate?
I'd assume.
I think
it's
so.
up to your discretion.
I would think so, but I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah. Give me an investigation check.
I got a flat 17. No, because I
flat 17. You can tell that if you open this door, there's something that's gonna fuck you up.
Oh man.
Okay. Hey, maybe not this door specifically. Maybe we don't touch this door specifically.
Do you think we could disable the trap somehow, or?
I mean, I could try, but I feel like if I fuck it up, it's gonna kind of defeat the whole purpose of not fucking with the door.
Oh, I mean,
beautifully put.
You're only gonna put traps on a door where there's something really cool behind it.
Fair, or
it's a booby trap.
It's a door to keep whatever is it. We're assuming it's a trap. It's just something that's gonna fuck me up. It could just be like fire from an engine, and I open it, and now there's just fire blasting out. It wasn't trapped. It's just that's an engine's door.
No, sorry. Let me say, they're not trying to sway your line of reasoning.
Right,
y'all are talking about. Mm-hmm. You like a trap is going to fuck you up. Sorry.
Okay, well, then I guess I'll try to.
I mean, I'll try to. We could try one of the other doors if you're more comfortable.
I mean, I can check. Let me check all the other doors. I'll do a check for the other 2 doors as well. So that's 15.
For the left of the.
I'll do the left door for the 15.
Left door. So your investigation of the left door reveals to you that it appears that this door is just like it looks like it's just like the facade of a door, but just like hung on the wall.
Oh my
like,
God.
It doesn't turn.
So this
one's
isn't
not
a door
actually
at
a door.
all.
It's not a
So-
door.
This is like an art installation of what a door would. You feel me?
Oh,
This one's a scary door. This is now a mystery door. We're gonna check mystery door on the right.
I would assume it's probably the same.
That is.
Can I assist now
That's
that we have a flow of things?
Yeah, because that's a flat 10. I got
Yeah, you
nothing
can
for-
assist if you want.
Okay. Can I roll?
Or do you want me to do it with advantage?
Either way. What would you prefer?
Because I got a flat on investigation. If you got more in investigation,
I got more on the investigation.
then
so
yeah,
I
you
will
go ahead.
Another nat fucking 20 for a
Oh my
22.
God.
No traps on this door.
Oh,
All right.
Is it
So this was
actually a door?
It is actually a door.
Okay, let's try
You'll
this
have to
door.
pick it. You'll have to pick it, but
Yep, I can do that.
Yeah, let's.
yeah, it's a somewhat complicated pick, but it's not like crazy.
That's 19 plus 8, whatever.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
27.
You so you spend a second. This one's more complicated than the last one was. You got like the like turny, like you hear the click 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 click.
She pulls out a little set of stethoscopes and is listening.
That's what I was imagining too.
Yeah, you do that. You open
chunk.
it, and inside you see a chest. And
Oh,
it
fucking
has a
dope.
lock on it, but this lock looks heavy duty.
Oh man.
Like you've seen some locks in your day, but this one
Tess
looks
just cracks
like,
her knuckles. She's like,
Dude.
this one is going to take me a while if you want me to
Okay.
get into it.
do you
Now-
want to check and make sure that the thing's
Yes,
not trapped?
I'm going to do
Because-
the whole
yeah,
rigmarole,
okay.
absolutely.
Okay,
But what
okay,
I'm asking of you is to see if one of y'all could maybe take a crack at that door that's going to fuck us up, try to disarm
Oh.
whatever that is while I do this.
Do you have like an extra set of thieves tools? 'Cause
I do not.
I do not. Oh shit.
Well, actually, I have a normal set of thieves' tools here in my pocket. Actually, yeah, but my gloves is what I'm using.
Okay,
So, yeah.
well,
And
I
I
could
just toss
could
him my
try.
thieves' tools.
I'm not very proficient in them, but
I toss
Finn,
him
are
my
you
thieves' tools.
proficient in the thievery?
I've
and,
shown you a few things.
yeah, I could
Hey.
give it a try. At least I might be able to figure out.
I think
what's
she
going on
stops
over there.
before she starts fucking
Oh,
with
wait.
the chest, and she takes Finn's hands. If you are going to do this, be fucking careful. I don't know these two, but I know you.
I can take a hit, so if you don't feel comfortable, like I can.
Yeah,
give
let
it a
him
crack, like,
let him get fucked up if he's going to volunteer. Maybe you don't.
Yeah,
If you just
if
feel
you wanna
like
give it
you're
a swing,
more
Karveth,
like
that'd be.
if you feel like you even know what the fuck these things are, I'm just gonna try. I mean,
Why don't you and I try to figure it out together?
Okay, Leo, you want to help with this, or you want to just stand over there eating invisible apples or whatever the fuck you
I'm
do?
glad that you knew exactly what I was going to say Leo was doing. He's literally just sitting there. If you're okay with it, Tyler, I would like Leo, while they're doing things that are helpful, to take a short rest to regain one of his fifth level slots.
That's so fucking.
How long is that going to take?
Like 10
It-
I
minutes.
think an hour.
It's
Is it only-
it's a short rest. It's up to you. I think it's supposed to be like up to an hour is how long a short rest can take. But if you're okay with it being less time, if you're not, that's fine. He'll just fuck around.
let's see how long
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
in this room before
Leo,
make that
do
call.
you want to keep an eye out and just to make sure that we don't get like murdered or something?
Oh, absolutely. I am just on top of it.
Hey,
and
hey,
he just takes
look-
another bite and clearly does not look like he's
Yeah,
looking around.
look at me in the eyes. Look.
He looks at you
look.
and sensually
Yeah.
bites the apple as he's making direct eye contact.
Okay, I can't lie, that is a little hot, but we don't have time for this. I need to make sure that you are going to let us know if someone is about to kill us, because I don't want to die.
I'd never let anything happen to you, sweet cheeks. And
Oh.
he winks at you.
So what did you find out about the chest?
Karveth is
yeah, thank you
really...
Did you guys hear my wife say gross from
No, I didn't.
God, I hope the mic
If it's
picked
in the
that up.
recording, I'm gonna leave it.
I hope it's there. Who the fuck said that?
Tess? What'd you find out about this chest?
I got a 16 on it. I just texted it to you because there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the chest is safe. It is just
Okay.
you can tell
Then
with
I
that
need to-
investigation check. This is gonna take
Yeah.
either a really
I
good
mean-
roll or multiple tries.
Yeah, I think he's fine to do his little beauty rest or whatever it is he's doing out there. If you guys can actually do some of what you're trying to get him to do, it's going to take me a minute to get into this here lock. So I'm going to try my first attempt at
Yeah,
getting
go
into
ahead.
that lock. Oh,
You might just nail it on the first try with
Into
those gloves.
the night. Oh, yeah, plus 8. That's 14 plus 8. That's a 24.
24.
You
22.
It takes you a good couple minutes, but you're able to like fidget. It's like a multi-step lock. It's got like a keypad, and then it's also got like a keyhole, and then it's also got like a little rotary. Yeah,
And it's also got
takes
like a
you-
mini Rubik's Cube on it that I have
It
to
takes
solve.
you a few minutes. You got a bead of sweat rolling down your forehead, and you're struggling with this thing, and then click, you get it open, and you pop it open, and ooh, you see that sweet goodness inside. 50 gold.
Oh my god!
All
no.
this for 50
Please,
I think she
dear
just pockets
God.
it and just looks back at you guys. This was a massive waste of time.
Oh, watching you
Yeah.
work was not a waste of time for me.
While that's going on, though,
Leo, the door.
Leo,
yeah,
look at
while
the door.
while that's going on, we see Finn and Karveth. Y'all are sort of investigating this door, trying
Yeah.
to figure out what it is. And Finn is able to figure out that, Finn is able to figure out that there is a some sort of magical trigger going on here. Finn's not a magic user, but she like has seen enough of it to know that there's some sort of magical trigger. She's like, I'm not going to be able to disarm this myself, but there's something magical going on with this sort of trap, and I'm not the person for this job.
I mean, once Sleeping Beauty over there gets up, he could maybe try something.
Yeah, I don't think I could punch things and
Yeah, same. I can punch and I can do a Jimmy a lot.
How do you disarm traps in this game?
I got my, like I said, I got the thieves' tools, but I also got these fancy gloves. Maybe if God's listening, I could perhaps try to kajigger something.
Okay, so I just looked it up. Any character can attempt an intelligence arcana check to detect or disarm magic traps.
okay, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Also, my
Yeah.
understanding of like magical locks and stuff is it's supposed to just make it to where it adds plus 10 to whatever the check is
Oh,
on
fuck.
the lock. So like,
So,
if
So
it's
it's not a magical lock. It's just a trap.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Or she was able to figure out that there's a trap in here.
Yeah.
You could potentially disarm the
Since
trap.
Karveth
and
is
then-
going to do it, I will give him advantage by helping.
Okay.
And
Okay.
also, Leo's just going to say, I
So-
am not an expert at getting rid of
Like, I think
such
I'm
magical
stabilizing it
beauty
with
in
my
this world.
gloves.
Yeah,
with
and
my cool
Finn
tech
Finn
gloves.
walks away. Finn's like, y'all
Okay.
got this.
Okay.
I'm on the edge stabilizing it
Yeah.
with my cool tech gloves and kind of doing the
And this is,
manual locks. and
Arcana
you're gonna go for
or-
the fucking
It's an Arcana check?
Arcana.
Arcana or
Okay.
Intel.
With advantage.
Yes.
Okay, let's do this, bitch. Let's go. Okay, and oh, it rolled a 9 twice. 11.
Never
11.
forget.
So Tess, while so you are attempting to disarm this trap, and like you hear a click, and then a fireball erupts from
Oh,
the base of this door.
Oh,
I need a dexterity save from the two of you.
Oh, shit.
I was gonna
Unless
say-
you have something you were gonna say. I mean,
what I was going
you're
to
right
say
there.
is I'm going to expend a superiority dice, and I'm going to use bait and switch.
Okay.
So I move Karveth into the line of fire that I would be taking from the
well,
thing.
you would be switching and also be in the
Yeah,
line.
that's
of
why
fire.
I wouldn't do it if it was like that, since he said we both get
Yeah,
hit by
y'all
it.
are both taking it. Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely was gonna
dexterity
duck
I need
save.
behind
a
his
dexterity
ass.
save.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go.
Ooh. I don't think I have any like or any
Dexterity? You
no,
don't think
no,
you have
I'm
any
sorry.
pluses
No,
for
no,
dexterity?
No, let me finish my fucking sentence. Jesus Christ. I was trying to see if I had like any advantage or anything. I don't think
You're
I did.
Mr.
no.
Miyagi ass
I got
probably
a
doesn't even
17
identify
total.
with the fire.
13. Oh
So-
god.
Oh.
Good thing I'm resistance to fire.
So, Karveth, you take 22 points of damage,
Halved.
halved, and for succeeding your check, Tess, you take 22 halved as well, so 11, both of you.
Oh god.
I think it's singed her hair and it's like a little shorter now.
Karveth, do you have a resistance to fire?
Yeah,
I don't know if I
I'm a
realized
tiefling.
that.
Because hell,
Yeah, I forgot that
demon.
tiefling. I just forgot. I'm sorry.
He's special. He's a special boy.
Um,
he has the coolest
but-
spell in all of D&D, Hellish Rebuke. I
Hellish
rebuke you in the name of
I
the devil.
rebuke.
Well, this trigger or this trap is triggered, and the two of you are engulfed in flames for a second. You both kind of brush it off. It wasn't too crazy. It was scary, but it wasn't too crazy. And
that
the
was
door
so
itself
fucking
actually pops open from the blast, and it is just a closet, and it's empty.
God fucking damn it!
Wow. We've really been wasting a lot of time.
Door off to see if there's actually a passageway behind it.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna.
God.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the fake door and move it if I can.
I think I have mage hand. I'm just going to pull the nail out that's holding it up.
It's just a heavy duty sticker.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Like a fat head. It's a fat head sticker.
But there's nothing behind it. It's just a wall.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Here's
So
what
the paintings were the key.
I think we need to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think we need to not waste any more time.
Our audience is screaming right
Yes,
now.
I think we need to not waste any more time in this room. I think we should go to the Barney painting, perchance.
Okay.
Is that what you're doing?
I'll just
B
investigate.
Q3 or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm like.
Karveth is. Oh man, that did kind of hurt. I'm gonna go sit down for a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Karveth is
move.
gonna go sit on the couch.
I'm just gonna check behind the Barney painting, unless you mentioned something that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, because our audience apparently
you
is
walk
screaming.
over to the Barney painting, and you're gonna check behind it. You said.
Yeah,
He's going to
No,
touch the.
Yeah, I was gonna
Barney painting.
move it. Yeah, because I already touched the one painting.
So you grab the frame and attempt to move it, and you notice that there's something off about the painting itself. It's a large painting,
I'll investigate.
This time I'm gonna do the hand thing again to the painting.
and it goes right through the painting.
Oh wow!
Literally, you said the statue painting. You said the statue painting, and you were like, "Oh, this is an Mario 64 thing," and then moved on.
Yes.
And our audience is screaming because I literally said that painting doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I
And
know,
y'all moved on.
I know. They were so focused on the things. I was like, "Fuck it, let's go waste a little time on these." Maybe they're
You
right.
did that, and I was like, if they just
If
blow
they were
right
listening
past
to
the
me,
doors
exactly.
and go
Anyway,
right into the paintings.
I think Tess just fucking pinches the bridges of her nose. And she's like, "Fucking come on, wake up!" And she kicks Leo, who's been napping. Let's go. And she's like, at this point, like, "Come on!" And they all go through the Barney painting.
Yeah.
You so you all walk past you all cut through this. It's an illusion sort of thing. So there's actually nothing there. And as each of you steps through, you enter into a large room. You see there is an enormous machine in front of you, and the machine itself actually kind of cuts through the wall.
We enter doing 8
No, but this machine is so large that it actually cuts below the ground and into the next room. Like
Holy
this, it's rumbling. There's some smoke shooting out of vents. There's screens all over with text, like lines of text scrolling through. You could use your best judgment, but all of you can pretty much assume that this is some sort of engine. And you do not, however, see there's no, like you suspected, there's no sort of like
Team or
big
anything.
ship steering wheel or anything like that.
Damn, that's very
there's
disappointing.
just screens and an engine and all of that sort of thing.
Well, you guys, I don't think we're in Duradera anymore.
I've never been in Duradera.
I feel like we are the most in Duradera we've all collectively ever been.
It was
We're
a
in the heart
metaphor.
of Duradera.
What was it a metaphor for?
I don't know. Let's go. Let's go fucking look at this thing.
Yeah, so and to be clear, just in case anyone in the audience or any listener is a little unsure, it was not a portal. It was literally just a cutout that you had to get through. So you're going to just go up and like investigate the...
Yeah, there's nobody around or anything.
No one in here.
Okay, yeah.
And in fact, I should say, you noticed while coming through these rooms, it seems like people never come in here. Like there's no signs of people really spending any time in these rooms.
Oh, wow.
Leo is still resting because this is still not his bag.
Yeah. Wait, is he in the previous room or did he go through?
No. I mean, you can walk around and stuff when you're resting. It's just you can't do anything strange.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, he's following.
yeah,
he's
so-
just not contributing.
Yeah, so you're in walking up, looking around. Leo, you're kind of resting, but the rest of you, you see this engine is more massive than you would have ever thought. The screens, you can kind of read the screens, and I mean, none of you are coders in this world, but it seems like it's lines of code. It almost feels like the Matrix. It is just tons and tons of data and information, almost all of it seeming like some sort of foreign language. There are like some rudimentary computer-like things. Like, this is clearly a digital something. There is another door just to on the left side wall. There is another door. It's just a normal door. There's no lock or anything like that. You're welcome to do with that what you will.
Karveth is gonna walk over to like the biggest screen in the entire like room, like whichever screen looks the biggest, and like, is there like a keyboard or anything, or like?
Yeah, you can find a keyboard. What are you gonna do with it?
Is there a turn the ship around button?
Yeah, Karveth's gonna look around.
Roll for turn ship around button.
Okay.
It's that little piggy.
A 4.
That's sees on the screen. That little piggy up there.
A 4? No, there's no turn ship around button.
Damn. My plans really aren't working out today.
There is a keep ship going forward button, but which I don't know why that button exists.
No, so Karveth's gonna look around and see if there's like any like specific like instructions or anything like just lying around or
nope.
No.
Flying a ship for dummies.
Yeah.
So you
Is there an
actually
owner's
see...
manual?
Hey, he heard about Alani's story. It works.
That's fair. You know what? That's kind of a good point.
Given enough time, anyone can control any vehicle in this place.
Given a good enough roll,
you can do whatever your heart
the
desires.
fuck
you will
want.
never roll high enough to be able to just understand code.
It's like that NBA player. Anything is possible.
Yeah. So you're investigating, and none of this makes sense to you. I mean, you've said yourself you're not like an intellectual type.
Yeah, this
not
is so
that
crazy.
Your intellectual brother would know anything about this necessarily. So you are all kind of looking at this machine and all of the room, and Finn you notice Finn kind of looking around, and she pipes up and she says, "Where did anyone see where Tess went?"
There they are.
And you all turn back to the painting, and from the painting enters Tess alongside Bjorn, who was the large research assistant, and 8 of the robot guard entering into this room. Finn sees this, and she's like, "Tess, what the fuck?"
I'm sorry. It's job security. It ain't anything personal. I have not had a steady paying job in quite some time, and this is going to ensure that I am not hired anywhere if I continue doing what y'all are doing.
Bjorn kind of puts a hand on her shoulder and says, This isn't, I'm not trying to make this like a whole thing. I'm not here to fight.
It's not a planned thing.
Y'all know you can't be in here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here to hurt you. I don't know this. I understand what this looks like, and I'm sure you understand what this is, but y'all can't be in here.
Yeah, I do apologize, and I was also a part of this. So I'm just hoping that since I told you guys, we could maybe work something out where nothing bad happens to them or something.
Finn, you take a look at Finn, and tears are welling up in her eyes, and it looks as if she's trying to speak, but she cannot. She physically cannot. Words are not coming out of her mouth.
I think Tessa's eyes kind of water too, and she's like, just mouths the words, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. You say that, and the Bjorn and the robot guards begin to approach. They're not, like I said, they don't have weapons drawn or anything. They're
I think she would have
come
made
on
that,
and
tried to make that clear, of like, don't hurt them, because it's not necessarily
and
like this was a planned thing.
Yeah, like your passive insight, they seem to be being honest, in that they do not appear to want to hurt anyone. They all start to approach, and they approach Leo first. Are you
they do
gonna
not
try
approach
to?
Leo. Leo was
Okay.
chilling, and as soon as anything out of the ordinary happened, Leo cast greater invisibility on himself, and Leo just isn't there anymore.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
So Leo
Ain't getting fucking caught.
So it's just
Fuck you
Karveth
guys.
and
Here, okay. So this is great.
And I rolled a 15 on the stealth on top of the invisibility.
Oh my god.
As soon as he heard people coming, because he was just chilling in a corner or whatever, and he's just invisible.
Fucking Leo.
So
And it's greater
Leo
invisibility.
turns invisible, and Bjorn kind of like steps back confused. The robot guard kind of like disperses, like confused. Like once again, they're more confused than anything. They're not like upset by this. They continue to advance when Finn just has this horrible, heartbroken look on her face, and Karveth, she kind of grabs your hand as I don't think she has any words to say. And in this moment, you all hear a loud sound that can only be described as a heavy door closing. And from the painting, you see another figure emerge. You see a tall, slender person in brown cloaks and a hood covering their face entirely. They have gloves and boots on, and you can see nothing about them. They're just entirely covered and mysterious, and they are moving at an impossible speed. They're weaving between all the robots, not doing any damage, not hurting any, not pushing, not punching, just weaving through all of the people as they rush towards Karveth and Faye, who are standing, or not Faye, God.
Faye!
I did this to myself. I shouldn't have named her Finn. I've done that too many times. You see this figure weave through all of these robots at immeasurable speed. You can't even pick out what you're seeing. And this figure makes its way rushing towards Karveth and Finn, and it collides into the two of you. And in an instant, the two of you and the figure disappear.
Holy
all that
shit.
Tess, Bjorn, the robot guard, Leo, wherever he is, all you see left behind is sparks and particles in the air where they once were, falling to the ground. Karveth and Faye, you come to Finn. God.
It's okay.
Karveth and Finn, this isn't Faye. That's not what I'm doing.
I know.
Karveth and Finn, you come to an impossible to describe liminal space. You are in this enormous room. You can't make out walls. You see, it looks like the walls are just colorful, like rainbow colors shifting and moving, almost like the walls and the floor and the ceiling are fluid, moving around, like just constantly ever moving. There's bright light everywhere. It feels like you're nowhere and everywhere at the same time. And you kind of come to, and you're on the ground, and you look over and see Finn, and you stand and help her up, and this other figure is just standing there, and they remove their cloak, and you see the unmistakable face of Bees.
I know it!
Bees!
Let's go! Yes!
Yes!
As soon as you were saying, I was like,
Let's
liminal
go!
space, they're gonna be in the fucking blockbuster, aren't they?
Let's go!
church.
Take me to church and I saw a dog and he's in my house.
All right, are we good? That's it. That's the stinger.